Good afternoon, geometry students. We are now going to do our third and final Chapter 5 construction instruction video. We are learning how to copy triangles, and we've already done, the first one was SAS, the second one was SSS, and this very last method that we're going to do is ASA. So as with the other two videos, you might want to put the title at the top, ASA congruence, and then you also need to have a triangle that you can copy. So I'm going to draw triangle ABC here so that I can copy it. It can be any size or shape triangle that you would like. Nothing in particular that is important about it. Let's call this angle A, B, and C. All right, so I will read the steps, and again, these steps are in your Chapter 5 materials, and I will also give them to you by video in addition to the written instructions. So step 1 is using a ruler, draw line L. Using a ruler, draw line L. So we're going to draw a line here. Make sure it's at least as long as the original triangle base is, and then label it line L. And again, if you need to use your phone to zoom in, feel free to do that. Then it says draw point X on line L. So we're going to draw point X on line L. Step 3, construct an angle congruent to angle A at X using line L as a side of the angle. Now we have done this now twice before. We did this when we were constructing parallel lines, and we also did it on the first construction for Chapter 5. So we're wanting to copy angle A. So I'm going to put my tip at A and draw an arc that intersects both sides of my original triangle. Then I'm going to put my tip at X and draw that same arc using the same setting. Now I have to see how big that angle is. So I'm going to open and close my compass until the tip is right where the arc hits the side there. Then I'm going to put my compass over here and copy that measurement. I have now copied that angle. So I've copied angle A, and I'm going to make angle X congruent to it by drawing the line between X and this tick mark here, or this arc mark, I should say. So we've done one angle, which makes sense because this is angle side angle. Now, the next step says to construct XZ congruent to AC on line L. Construct XZ congruent to AC on line L. So we've done an angle. Now we're going to measure the length of side AC and put an arc here. So I've measured the length of side AC and put an arc there. I need to have that same measurement now on this line here. Every mark I'm showing on the board is one you would need to show to get 100% on your constructions test. Now we're going to call this point Z. Point Z. Okay, let's see what it says next. Construct angle Z congruent to angle C using XZ as a side of the angle and point Z. I'm just reading off the construction instructions that are written up for you in the Chapter 5 materials and lessons. So we need to construct an angle that's congruent to angle C. So again, I'm going to put my tip on C, and I'm going to measure or just put an arc here that intersects both sides of my original triangle. Then I'm going to put the tip on Z and draw another arc on exactly that same setting. Now because I'm copying angle C, I want to put my tip on the base of the triangle and then draw an arc that shows that I've measured how big that angle is. And then I want to do the same marking here on this one, measuring it also. That gives me a spot in which to put another point here. And so then I am going to draw a line connecting that point and Z. The last step that it says is to label the point where the new sides of the angles meet as Y. So I'm going to label this point as Y. Now I think this is the hardest construction because it has two angles, and the angles tend to be harder. Copying the angle is a little bit harder than copying the side. So that's why I saved this one for last. If you need to watch the video over again, do. We will also be talking about this during Zoom. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good day. Bye.